Last time, on the American Crappie Trail, Capps and Coleman started day 2 at Kentucky Lake on top by a mere 34/100ths of a pound, with Steve Ferguson and Frank Finley hot on their tails. Storms rolled through on Friday night and a couple of times on Saturday. It was all a matter of who could identify and adjust to the changing conditions quickly. When it came to weigh-in time, it was Capps and Coleman edging out the advancing father and son team of Brett and Robert Luther by 37/100ths of a pound. The B&M Angler Team of the Year standings look like this, with the super clean B&M team of Capps and Coleman holding the top spot, Tony and Mike Shepard in second, and the Rockport Rattler B&M team of Jason and Jim Westerberg in third. The top 3 positions are tight, with only 2 qualifying events remaining. This ACT event will help separate the contenders, and we're covering all the action. Bandit presents the American Crappie Trail here in Monroe, West Monroe, Louisiana on the Ouachita River.
Hi, I'm Amy Keifenheim, Sales Manager with the Monroe West Monroe Convention and Visitors Bureau. We, along with the City of Monroe and the City of West Monroe, are happy to host the American Crappie Trail. Anglers from 15 states will be able to experience the wonderful crappie fishing that we have along our Ouachita River. We wish all the anglers good luck.
Man, if we'd have had this thing about 3 weeks ago, we'd said we're gonna need 2 trucks to haul that boat home, but that river fell out about 7 or 8 foot, and I don't have quite as much confidence now.
Man, we need to be in the top 5 or so we can hold that top 3 spot in the points. That's what we're shooting for. Not sure we can get it today, but we're going to give her a try.
We grew up on the Mississippi River and fishing oxbows and backwaters and river lakes just like the Ouachita has.
We've learned everything that we can about a lake. I mean, from the shallow waters to the deep waters, to the size of the fish, to the weight of the fish, the healthiness of them, and it's like a science to us.
Oh man, to win here on the biggest stage in crappie fishing. I mean, I've won some tournaments with Matt, but winning one of these tournaments with Drew, I mean, I'd be speechless. It'd just be unbelievable.
We're not fishing for 20th. We're going to try to go to the spots where we know we can consistently catch bigger fish and see if we can't pull it off.
All or nothing.
All or nothing. American Crappie Trail.
Well, Matt, we're back here on the beautiful Ouachita River. We had a good tournament last year. What are you thinking this year?
It showed out last year, and I believe it's going to be better this year. In the spring, just like everywhere else in the country, the water was almost 25 feet high on this river. Those fish were so far back in the woods, they couldn't even get pressured. In the last 60 days, it's been fishable, but I tell you, it's been hot, and that's what we're going to struggle with this weekend is heat. Can they keep the fish alive?
So whatever you do, stay tuned to this episode of American Crappie Trail. We're going to show you some huge Louisiana fish.
Temperatures have been soaring all week, and many teams have reported an inconsistent bite from day to day. Mother Nature is not going to provide any reprieve, as the forecast calls for a 100-degree day.
We're not too far into the Darbone Bayou from the Ouachita River. I think the fish are in here because it's deeper. It's 20 foot deep, and it's a lot cooler. We've caught 2 keepers so far, but they don't have any weight to them. They're just fish we hope to put back. I think if you have 11 pounds, you'll be up there. But I never know with the locals, guys that have fished in the past and know when the conditions are like this. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody came in with 12, 13, maybe even 14 pounds. I also think if you're over 10 pounds, you got a shot. So that's our goal. Start with 10, and we'd like to think we could get to 12. But first you gotta get 7 of them.
The locals, they got so much information about the lake. They know where they've been catching them in the past, and they got so many spots. A lot of times the local guys will make bad decisions because there's too much history. You can't fish on history. You got to fish on where you can catch them now. And that's not only a problem for the locals. It's a problem for us guys that come to these lakes year after year. We got some information the second year here. it's really helpful in pre-fishing, helps you save some time, but you know, you put it another 3 or 4 years on this lake, then you know, we're in the same position as the locals. We get, you know so many places where you've caught fish, you got to make the decision on where to go, where's the right spot. So it all comes down to what decisions you make every day.
It is hot, but the fish are biting. So you stay tuned. We'll be right back with ACT.
For every hour I spend fishing, I spend countless hours off the water, managing tackle, taking care of my truck and boat. Sometimes I'm on the road for 6 weeks straight. With Lucas Oil products, I know my truck is always ready so I can stay on the road and focus on the water. Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean. Super easy, super fast.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. More tournament wins than any other crappie pole. BNMPoles.com. The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by Lucas Oil Marine Products. Made in America, sold to the world. General Tire. Anywhere is possible. Ranger Boats. Driven to dominate. Evinrude. The official engine of the American Crappie Trail. Banded. Just Go. And these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. National champions Tony Hughes and Jeff Riddle are waiting for the sun to heat things up and turn on the bite.
We got here this morning, and as soon as we started fishing, I think we've got 3 or 4 good fish already. Need 2 or 3 more. We've got a limit of fish right now. This is one of our spots. I mean, we've caught fish all week. You gotta love this place. It's just a great fishery, but we're gonna stay in here probably all day if we keep catching a big fish every once. We know we're not gonna catch a lot of fish in here, but there are some real good fish in the area. We're not fishing our best spot today. We're hoping we don't have to go to it to tomorrow. Every morning they'll bite real good as soon as you start, and then you've got an hour or so period till the sun gets real high that the fish bite real funny. They bite real light. When that sun gets high, they wake up and go to feeding good. I actually think as the higher the sun gets, the more the bait tighten up, gets bigger balls of bait, which brings a crappie around them, kind of schools a crappie up right under them. So it makes them a little easier to target and catch. We've been catching around 12 pounds a day, and we're hoping we can do that, today. Come on, big crappie.
Well, it started off sort of slow, and then when the sun got up, we started catching a few. We got 8-something in the boat right now with our 7. We got a 164, a 124, a 138, and a 132, and we got 3 that are right at a pound. Those have got to go for sure.
Just 2. Feels big. It ain't no crappie though.
Wrong flavor?
Pretty sure. No, it is a crappie. My goodness, was he pulling that?
Come on, I can't see him.
Got him?
I can't see him. I got him.
He ain't that big either. A good night he was pulling.
You might upgrade.
You got one. One. Whoop, never mind. Yeah, one. Good old one too.
All right, it's 8:02 a.m. We're sitting on a Darbone Bayou here on the Ouachita River. We're spider rigging with double minnow rigs and Rockport Rattler 1/4 ounce and 1/8 ounce jig heads, tipped with minnows. It's been pretty slow so far. I think we've got 3 fish. I would like to replace all 3 of them by the end of the day. They're not tournament fish. There's one right there. Not quite as big as we want. Good fish. There you go. I'd like to have about 12 pounds of fish today. If we could have 12 pounds, I'd be happy. I don't know if we're gonna make that happen the way it's looking right now, but it's still early. We're gonna keep after it. But man, if we could stay in the top 10 on this tournament, I would be ecstatic. We're sitting 3rd right now in points, so that would be a big deal for us, especially with the competition and the guys that are following the points. So we're pretty excited. But if we don't, hopefully we can make it back up at Grenada. Just need a 2-pounder, Jimmy.
Bite was good this morning, but it's getting better. So whatever you do, stay tuned for more ACT. We'll be right back.
As an angler on the American Crappie Trail, the RTD saves us tons of time, as time is money. High wind, low light, works every time.
Official line threading device of the American Crappie Trail.
Here's the future of rod threading, the RTD from your rough fishing. Quit wasting time and start stringing line with the RTD.
We put the Rockport Rattler to a real test. 2 champion anglers using 4 rods with the competition jigs against 4 rods using the Rockport Rattler. The result, the Rockport Rattler outfished the competition 10-1.
Rockport Rattler, gray head.
His patented rattling jig contains a rattling chamber in the body of the jig. The rattle is amplified by using water as a conductor,
Rockport Rattler,
making fish hear it at much greater distances, just like a dinner bell for fish.
If you don't have a Rockport Rattler, you ain't catching crappie.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed cell foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with ever-new E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech. For over 30 years, Lucas Oil has provided the very best products for the land and sea. From this success stems another amazing product from the Lucas Marine lineup, Lucas Slick Mist Marine Speed Wax. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Lucas Marine Speed Wax will make your boat look brand new and provide great UV protection. Apply Lucas Marine Slick Mist to wet and dry surfaces in sunlight or shade. It's ideal in both fresh and saltwater application and prevents hard water deposits. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by B&M, quality performance and service for over 70 years. Super clean, super easy, super fast, super clean. Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Lucas Oil Outdoor Line, superior protection, superior performance. And these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. Capps and Coleman have won the last 2 national qualifying events and are looking for the three-peat.
All of our tournaments right now, we got about 78 or 79 first place wins. We just need to add another one. Need that magical 100 before we retire. It's going perfect. Game's perfect, start out slow, like Ryan said, but look here, we taking that little cork and you run it up on the front of these boathouses. And if you can make that minnow swim back under there, they will come out and get it. But those fish are sitting dead center of them houseboats. And you got to put that cork or that jig out there and hold it there, and they'll swim out there and they'll grab it. Without that Garmin, we couldn't have seen those fish under that dock. These 2 or 3 of these docks here, they've probably had 10 to 15 fish on them. That Garmin will tell you how far, it'll tell you how deep, and all you gotta do is put that bait in his face and just, it's a waiting game. Hope he's hungry. Yeah, if he's hungry, he's gonna get it, you know.
It is 9 o'clock and we're above the bayou on the main river fishing these tops. We got about 100 of them marked that we've seen fish in and caught fish out of all week. We've been catching about 12 pounds a day out of this stuff until today. If we catch 15 fish a day, we'll have 12 pounds. All week it seems like the brighter the sun gets, the tighter it puts them in there. And this morning they've been roaming around it and hard to catch, and the crappie will look a whole lot like that. A big one. It'll look like a basketball standing in there if it's tuned in right. But them real thick spots, you about got to drop a jig in there, see if she'll move around. A lot of times you'll see them after you drop the jig in, you'll see one move around in there and look at it.
It's really been a fairly good day, except it's starting to warm up pretty good right now. Fish has been slow. We caught a good fish right off the bat, and then now we've been in it's kind of just catching all 10-inch fish, and they're catching a lot of small specks and stuff like that. We're using double minnow rigs, which is right here, Capps and Coleman double minnow rigs, and the gar and the stumps love them. So we're on our second full pack of those. This old creek in here we're on, it runs way back in there, and it's just solid stumps. We're having a good day, so we'll just keep trying. We got another hour or so. We got 7 fish, but they're nothing to be proud of.
We got about 2 more hours of fishing. We've got our 7 in the boat. We're just trying to move up a little bit on the weight. We've had a mixture of both. The majority has been white, and it's been anywhere from 4 foot to 15 foot. I mean, just, watching them on the Humminbird and the live scope, just trying to figure out what depth they are on that, and then running up to them and just throwing all these baits in front of them until they bite. We've probably got somewhere 8.5 to 9.5 pounds, I figure. The biggest fish died on us. He was 1.75 pounds at least. We lost him. He was hooked a little deep, but hey, it is what it is. And then we lost another good one over here where we're at right now. So we're trying to hem back up right now.
I'm Scotty Johnson. This is my partner, Jason Thomas. I'm from Ruston, Louisiana. He's from West Monroe. We're out here on the Ouachita River. This is Wall Basin. We've been fishing out here since we were kids, really. This place is, I don't know why, there's several lakes down through here you can catch as many as you want to eat, but for some reason, there's no rhyme to it, but these just big fish stay in here.
Sticking to our game plan, and we know the area very well, so we're just running our waypoints and trusting what we know. It's 10:30 and we've already got 10 pounds, got 2 almost right at 2 pounds.
honestly, what we're doing is catching how we're catching a lot of these fish. I'll gas on this trolling motor. I'll get going pretty fast. And I'm sitting here, I'm watching this. There's a fish right behind this stick right here right now. But I'm just kind of slowing down, letting them baits fall in there on them fish. We just came up on 2. One of them was 175. The other one it wasn't a keeper. It was a little bit short, probably about a pound. Yeah, that's their T-Rex head. I don't know. I get more bites on them for some reason. I don't know why, than just a plain hook. That's what I've caught most of my fish on this morning. That's an arrow call. That's another one. That's the Pro-Built 1/8. Game changer jig head, just with a shiner on it. I don't know. I just catch a lot of fish on it for some reason. I don't know why. They just like it better than a plain hook sometimes. There's a bunch of white bass in here about this big, and they'll just swallow. They're aggressive.
119 calls a 112.
Hey, it's hot, but the fish are biting like crazy. I've seen some huge bags of fish. So whatever you do, stay tuned for the weigh-in right here on the Ouachita River.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. More tournament wins than any other crappie pole. BNMPoles.com. Abernathy Cycles, an authorized powersport dealership in Union City, Tennessee. The nation's largest Polaris ATV and UTV dealership. Unbelievable selection. New model ATVs, motorcycles, scooters. Experienced staff with over-the-top service, repair, and diagnostics to keep your vehicle running at top performance. 64 years of the best quality service and the best quality products. Abernathy Cycles, proud sponsor of the American Crappie Trail. From the tackle store to your truck, to your boat on the lake, back to the ramp, and all the way home. Angle Coolers have you covered.
As a professional angler, my success is directly related to my preparation. In a tournament, I may cover hundreds of miles of water in one day. That's thousands of miles in a year just getting to the fish. I use Lucas Oil products to ensure my success on the water. Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world.
Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. Tim Blackley and Philip Haynes are no strangers to the ACT. However, they have both fished with other partners. This is only their second event fishing as teammates. The new partnership is already paying off as they tied the national champs Tony Hughes and Jeff Riddle for 4th place at Kentucky Lake. Thatcher Waymeyer and Buster Braun have gone all in on fishing the American Crappie Trail. Now in their 3rd season, this young team has improved their boat, equipment, knowledge, and rankings. These two anglers are prime examples of what dedication can do for anyone who wants to be an ACT competitor, regardless of age and experience.
Yeah, this is the second time we came to this Ouachita River. You know, there's days when it's tough and you struggle a little bit, but that, if you went to a lake where you just throw them out there and you're catching them non-stop, you know, it's a lot of fun, but you're not learning nothing. A river system like this makes you think and learn, and the person that wins this tournament is going to be the one that makes the smartest decisions. You mess up and make a bad call and lose 3 or 4 hours of time fishing, it's hard to come back from that.
Good one.
T-Rex hooks them every time right there in the mouth. Top of the, every time.
It does. It's sticking right in the top of the mouth. I don't know. Oh, that's a catfish. Big one too. No, that's a white perch. It's a giant. It's a giant. It's a giant. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, I thought that was a catfish.
Man, crazy.
I thought it was a catfish. He was shaking his head like a catfish.
That's a damn 2 pound. Here,
throw that back.
Get that.
We don't need that no more.
Good Lord.
2 pounds.
Yep. 198.
198.
Hang on. No, 202.
202?
Yep. That's what we after. That's what we came here for. The Jinko Slab City's brought him in, baby.
As time winds down, Ouachita has shocked many once again. While most lakes in the country don't fish well in the heat, the bite here on the Ouachita River only got better as the day got hotter. With reports of several teams finding 2-pound kickers, it's time to head to the weigh-in to see who will take the lead on day one.
We got a pretty good weight. It's not too bad, but ain't what we want it to be.
We had a pretty good day. We got out there this morning, and right off the bat, we started catching tons of fish. We did a little better than what I thought we could do.
Day one right here on Ouachita, boat number 67, Dustin Taylor and Josh Colvin. Good 7 fish today. Heck yeah, look at this, guys. 1167, that's going to put you right there in second place right now. How about that? Moving up next, boat number 5, Strike King sponsored Abernathy Marine team of Tim Blackley and Philip Haynes. Good day one for you guys. Here we go. 1178, got a new leader, guys. All right, next up we have boat number 75, another Missouri team. Thatcher Waymeyer, Buster Braun. Came off top 10 last at Kentucky Lake, didn't you guys? Well, let's see what you got here, buddy. And you do, guys. Look at it, everybody. Look at this. 1329. You did smoke him. How about that? Give him some 5. How about that? There's a new leader. All right, here we go, guys. And you did it too. 231. 231. Big fish there too. Give him some of that.
We found these fish, and we're going to stick to our game plan and our pattern, and hopefully it pans out.
If they stay there, they better look out tomorrow.
Yep.
Well, Matt, what a weigh-in. We had some huge fish.
13.5 pounds, Waymeyer and Braun, all the way from Missouri. 2 young anglers. Super proud of those guys. They've upgraded their electronics, they've upgraded their boat, their poles, everything they've done. They wanted to be better anglers. They showed out right here on day number 1 on the Ouachita River. It almost took 11 pounds to be in 10th place. So if you're looking for a summertime place to fish, there is absolutely no question, this is it.
And this has got to be it. So whatever you do, don't miss our next episode of American Crappie Trail right here on the Ouachita River.